2020 Sanctuary Kingdom Academy, first semester beginning in March, second in May, third in August. Okay, contact Victor Moon at that email right there, or look at the sanctuary-po.org website. Next, please. Also, okay, now Greg will come up now, and Tim, okay, Tim, you're going to come up and give a brief report about Defend and Build, and then also the giving wall, so if you can stand by as well. All right, let's welcome up Tim, King Timothy I.
Thank you. Well, the numbers are what you see, but the news today is that our recorded donations passed the $2 million mark, so that's wonderful. So that brings us to 50% of our goal, and Greg will be talking about how we can reach the goal, the final goal. And we've been spending more than we've been able to take in, and so we do still have a shortfall of $390,000. We are right now working with a loan from the Young Ji Moon Foundation for $500,000, and that's what lets us have $109,000 to continue our expenditures. Greg?
Yeah, so I think, $2 million is a great accomplishment. I'd like to thank all of our brothers and sisters in Japan, Korea, Philippines, all over Europe. Fabulous result in about 16 months, Tim, 15 months. Anyways, $2 million. Let's give it up one more time for all the people who've contributed. Excellent. Really quite an effort. And if you gave and you have not received your appreciation gift, please let me know, okay? Because sometimes the donations, if they're not categorized properly under the Defend and Build campaign, then you may not have received your appreciation gift. So please email me, and we'll rectify that as soon as possible. So this is the overall aerial visual view of the memorial site that is now, I would say, maybe 50–60% done. In terms of the timber frame building, there still needs to be done. All the interior needs to be worked upon. And then, of course, the landscaping project will begin in the spring, which the King is directly involved in the landscape design. And we're going to have aquascape contractor come and do really beautiful waterfall pond designs, things like that. So that's going to be part of the build out. And another part of the fundraising campaign, we're going to be entering phase 2 of our fundraising campaign. You can go to the next slide, and that is the Giving Garden. Okay, so phase 1 donations is going to be officially ending January 1st, and then January 1st on until the end of 2020 will be phase 2, the Giving Garden. And the Giving Garden is where you can have the opportunity to create a beautiful space on the memorial site. There'll be a beautiful stone wall and towers, granite towers. And on these stone walls and granite towers, you'll have the opportunity either to leave like your family name, a tribal name, or a message, whatever you decide you want to do. You've seen these brick fundraisers before, that various churches have done that, where you have 4 lines and you can leave whatever message you want. So, you could do, the Knoll family tribe, 2020 with the Tungyo mark, something like that. You get to decide what you want on those 4 lines on the brick. The pillar, you can go to the next slide, visual rendition, but this is like an artist rendition of the Giving Garden, okay? My daughter did this. Let's give it up for my daughter. She's a landscape architect, and she's been working on this for the last 2 or 3 days. I think it came out pretty good. So you can see the stone wall there. Each of those bricks will have messages from people who donate money, okay? And that's going to be a certain contribution level. That'll be a $1,000 donation. And then the pillars, the granite pillars, that will be another contribution level, $2,500. You can have a message on the pillar. And then a third level will be a plaque inside the memorial building. That's a $5,000 donation. We'll explain more of this as time goes along. But these will be 3 different levels of donations that will start receiving starting January 1st. And this, we hope, will raise between $1 million and $1.5 million. So you can be praying for that. And if you feel like you don't have the resources to contribute, well, you can pray for people who can. You know, that's how you can contribute. Or maybe there's a little side business you can start. You can create a small side business on eBay, SD, or somewhere where you can start raising money. And the idea is that by September 1st, we receive these donations, and then by the 2020 Freedom Festival, this garden will be phase 1 of this garden will be complete. So when we have all the visitors coming in for October 10th and 11th for the Freedom Festival, the Giving Garden will be, at least phase 1 will be complete. So you guys can be praying for that. Again, the goal is $1 million to $1.5 million from this phase 2 fundraising effort. Thank you. Any language is fine, yes.
Yes, but we will check what the messages say, okay? So if somebody try to sneak in a Hail Satan or something, it's not going on. I'm sorry. Okay, next, please. 53rd True God's Day sign-up deadline for reservation is January 1st. There's restaurants, Lake Mead Cruise, Grand Canyon Sidewalk. So that will be right there near the Hoover Dam. So you make your reservations now, because we'll all be gathering there in Nevada and Vegas / Hoover Dam. Yep.
Sorry. Yeah, I meant to stay up for this slide. So the reservations are necessary for the restaurant reservations and the cruise reservation and the skywalk. There's no reservations necessary for God's Day. Of course, everybody is welcome to come to that. There's no charge for that, but we would appreciate if you register online. It's zero cost for the God's Day celebration, but for those events, we need to have people actually pay and reserve so that we can tell the restaurant, say at Mount Charleston, for example, that 122 people are coming. We need an exact number for that, and that's why we need the January 1st deadline on that. Okay, so go to that website and do that by January 1st. That would be greatly appreciated, you know, because it's very hard to plan and organize things if people are signing up like one day before. It's like very difficult. We'll probably have to tell people, sorry, you can't come in, you know, and we don't want to do that. So then we want to do
All right. Yes, Ryan.